Imagine that you make a prediction of what card will be selected before the card trick even starts. Then you have the spectator cut the deck, shuffle it up, and use some wild methods of divination. And by the end, you'll see the spectator's card matches your prediction. This is the Ultra Card Divination. What up, crew? It is Magic Monday, and this is your place to learn Magic, master your performance, and captivate audiences. If you're joining me for the first time, hey there, my name is Vinit, and I go by CardMechanic here on YouTube. The card trick that I'll be sharing with you fooled me the first time that I saw it, and ever since I learned it, I worked on coming up with new methods on how to perform it. And I think I found a method that works really well, and I'll be sharing it with you. So before we begin, make sure to smash that like button, hit subscribe, grab your favorite deck of playing cards, and now, let's do it. Alright, yo, so check this out. For those of you who are curious, they're going to be using the Nebula Infinitum playing cards. They're now available on Kickstarter if you want to go ahead and check them out. Put the link to them in the description. We're going to start off by giving the deck a bit of a shuffle, just something like this. And I feel like that should be okay-ish about. Now, what's going to happen is I'm going to hand the deck over to a spectator and have them cut about half the deck. So they can go ahead, cut the deck wherever they'd like. Let's say somewhere about there, put the rest over to the side. And now they can shuffle up this packet. So they can shuffle this packet as much as they'd like. And now we're going to have 3 cards selected at random from this packet. I'll move this over here. And we're going to select 3 cards at random. Look at that spread. Let's say they selected this card. Let's say we have another spectator, they select that card. And we have another spectator, they selected this card. We'll square these up, put them on top of the deck for now. And we have these 3 cards. Let's take a look at the first card. So the first card is an ace. Now I want you to deal cards on top of the ace until we get to the number 10, right? So we're going to count, let's say ace is 1. I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to do that with the next card as well. It's a 5. We're going to make it to 10. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last card is a 9. We just need 1 card, and there we have 10. Now, if we add all these together, we get the number 15. Now, check this out. I'll push these over to the side. I want you to take this packet and deal off 15 cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now, before this trick started, you see I had my phone placed here the entire time. And I made a prediction of what card you would be selecting. So my prediction was this card right here, the King of Spades. And let's check out the card you stopped at. That also happens to be the King of Spades. Alright, y'all, so welcome to the tutorial. Just to give you some background on this effect. It is known as Ultra Card Divination and is from the Royal Road to Card Magic. Now, like I said in the beginning, the first time I saw this trick, it absolutely floored me. I had no idea how it was done. And I decided to come up with my own variation on this method. I kind of modernized it a little bit and also made it a little bit easier to fit into like my performance method. So given that background, let's go ahead and break it down. By the way, you love how these cards are spinning? Bam, I'm thinking about just having that in the background from now on. What do you think? I'm going to break down this tutorial into 2 parts. The first part will be the original Ultra Card Divination, and the second part will be my method of how to do it. So for the original method, you want to first take out a deck of playing cards, have a spectator shuffle it up. Once they're satisfied with that shuffle, you want to go through the deck and tell the spectator you're going to make a prediction. And I kind of changed this a little bit from the Royal Road to Card Magic because I thought the way that they did it felt a bit strange to me. So what you want to do is you want to count to the 20th card. And again, I made a bit of a variation on that. Count to the 20th card from the bottom. And the easiest way to I found to count is in batches of 3. So I push over 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, and how many 3s did I push over? So I pushed over 18 cards and I push over 1 and I look at the 20th card, which is a 9 of hearts. And as I'm going through the cards, I'm just telling the spectator I'm going to make a prediction of what you're going to select. After this is done, I square the deck up again and give it either a false shuffle or a false cut. If you don't know how to do any of that, I'll put the link on the screen, but here's a quick tutorial on a false cut. You swing cut over about 1/3 of the deck into your other hand, swing cut over about another 1/3 into this hand as well. Take this packet here, this is the original bottom, put it on the bottom. Take this packet that's separated here, put that there, and put that there. And you'll see the cards will literally stay in the same order that you started with. So it's great for this card trick, great for any other card trick as well. If you want to learn some advanced shuffles, I'll put the link to that on the screen. So once that's done, you hand the deck over to the spectator and have them cut less than half the deck. So you tell them cut approximately half the deck. Most of the time they take less than half. So, and if they end up taking too much, say lessen that packet just a little bit so they can lessen the number of cards that they've picked up. So they take, let's say, a bit less than half the packet. Let's say this many cards here. And also, one thing you want to note is you have a deck of 52 cards, not 54. Take out the jokers, any extra add cards. You want just 52 cards. Put the rest of the deck aside. Hand this to them and have them shuffle it up. This gives them kind of like the ultimate freedom to kind of do whatever they want. They'll shuffle it up to their heart's content, and it makes them feel like they're in control. Once they're done shuffling, you spread out the cards on the table, and this is great when you have multiple spectators. You can have 3 spectators select single cards. So we have, just for ease of tutorial, we'll pick out 3 cards, square up the rest of these cards, put it on top of the deck. Now we're going to flip all these 3 cards over, and it's going to be the exact same as I did in my performance. So we have the 6 of hearts, we have the Queen of clubs, and we have the 7 of hearts. Right, so you tell the spectator you're going to put cards down on top of them until the value becomes 10. So here again we have the 6, so you're going to have the spectator deal, and of course if spectator 1, 2, and 3 pick this, have spectator 1 deal, spectator 2 deal, spectator 3 deal. This will kind of maximize your performance and get you the best reactions. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You tell the spectator the Jack, Queen, and King, the value of all those cards are 10, so leave that as is. And then you have the 7, 8, 9, 10. Now you have them add up the value of all the face-up cards. So we have a 6 plus, again, Queen is 10, keep that in mind. So 6 plus 10 is 16, plus 7 is, doing the math, 23. So you can kind of push all these cards over to the side, and then you're going to count down 23 cards. 1, 2, 22, 23. And you're going to take a look at the 23rd card, and it's going to be our prediction, or what we looked at, the 20th card from the bottom, the 9 of hearts. Now, of course, the way that I like to do this, to kind of modernize it, is I like to take a picture of pretty much the entire deck and have that reveal at the end. So once they have, okay, what am I saying? So once I go through the deck, I make my prediction, I load up the 9 of hearts on my phone and kind of just put my phone down over to the side, but I make sure my phone's in view the entire time. And of course, if you want to use a slip of paper, go old school classic, there's nothing wrong with that. I encourage you to do that as well. So then you have the 9 of hearts, and I like revealing on my phone first to say, oh, look at that, there's the 9 of hearts, but you can reveal in either order. But I recommend revealing on your prediction first, and then having the spectator turn over the card to see that it matches 9 of hearts and 9 of hearts. Now, for all of you who have made it this far in the tutorial, I want to share with you the advanced version that I used in my performance. So before the trick even started, I took a look at the 20th card. So let me just make it King of Spades. Let me do that real quick. Okay, so I just made the 20th card the King of Spades, and it's almost going to be like a force type card trick. So this way, as soon as I pull out the deck, I have it all set up. I don't even have to really do a whole lot with it. I don't have to look at the deck or do anything. So what I like to do is I like to give the deck either a full deck false shuffle, or you can give it a controlled false shuffle. Now, full deck false shuffle, I'll put the link to it on the screen. You can check it out. I made a pretty long video. It's not easy to do, but it's definitely worth learning. But what I did in this was I shuffled over a bunch of playing cards, and when I got to approximately halfway, I threw over the rest of these cards in front of the deck, so outjogged here, picked over these cards, and continued shuffling like this. So up to speed, it looked like a completely normal shuffle, and we'll still see that our King of Spades is in that 20th position from the bottom. Alright, so once I did that, then I also give the deck a couple of cuts, as you saw on the screen, or as you saw in my performance, and then I was ready to begin. And that's really the main difference between, I guess, what the original version that I taught, which was, I guess, my modified version of the original, and what I did here. So here I kind of went with almost a force. This way, for example, if you want to take an envelope and put it somewhere else and have a King of Spades already in advance, it would be a really cool way to force that card and then have it appear somewhere else in the room. I think that would be a great add-on to this effect. So once that's done, you pretty much know what that card is. You don't have to look through the deck, you don't have to go through face up, and you'll know exactly what card is going to be predicted. You continue with the exact same performance that we did before, and you'll end up getting the King of Spades. So there you have the Ultra card, Divination. Wasn't that cool? If you want to check out another amazing card trick, click on this video right here. I can guarantee that you'll like it. If you enjoyed this content and want to help support what I do, consider heading on over to my Patreon and joining in any one of those tiers. Your support there would really go a long way, and you'd get some great benefits. Thanks so much for spending your time with me. It was a pleasure having you here. Have a great day ahead, and I hope to see you in one of these two places.